When my parents hired a new babysitter for my little sister, I thought nothing of it. I was 17, old enough to stay home alone, but they still wanted someone to keep an eye on us when they worked late. Her name was Claire. She looked normal. Friendly smile, neat hair, soft voice. But from the very first night, I knew something was off. The moment my parents left, her smile faded. Her eyes, once warm, turned cold and calculating. She locked the front door. Not unusual, but then I heard her sliding the chain lock and bolting the back door too. Almost as if she was afraid someone might come inside. Or as if she was making sure we couldn't get out. I tried brushing it off. Maybe she was just cautious. But then she unplugged the landline phone and slipped her cell phone into her pocket. No distractions, she said. We need to focus on each other tonight. Each other. The word sent a chill down my spine. My little sister, Emma, was only 6. She didn't notice. She thought Claire was wonderful. They played board games and laughed. But I kept watching. Something in Claire's eyes. It wasn't the look of someone babysitting. It was like she was studying us. Later, while Emma was brushing her teeth, I caught Claire standing in the hallway staring at the family photos on the wall. She wasn't smiling. She was tracing her finger over my mother's face in one of the frames, whispering something under her breath. I tried to confront her. What are you doing? She snapped her head toward me and gave me that practice smile again. Just admiring. You have such a lovely family. But the way she said it didn't feel like a compliment. It felt like a threat. That night, after Emma fell asleep, I stayed awake in my room. I heard footsteps creaking outside my door around midnight. Then silence. My heart pounded. Slowly, I opened the door. She jumped slightly, then laughed it off. Sorry, I was just checking on you. But her hand was on my doorknob. She hadn't knocked. She hadn't said a word. She was just standing there, waiting. The next morning, I told my parents something wasn't right about her. They brushed it off. She came highly recommended. My mom insisted. Stop being dramatic. But I couldn't let it go. So the next time Claire came over, I decided to do some digging. While she and Emma played outside, I snuck into her bag. Inside, I expected to find snacks, maybe her wallet. Instead, I found a stack of photographs. They were pictures of us. Not just family photos, no. These were taken through windows. Shots of me at my desk. Emma in the backyard. My mom walking to the car. None of these were pictures Claire could have taken while babysitting. These were older. Stalker photos. My blood ran cold. I stuffed the pictures back quickly before she came in. But that night, I barely slept. The next week, things escalated. While Emma was sleeping, I heard voices coming from downstairs. I crept halfway down and saw Claire on the phone. Her voice was hushed sharp. Yes, they don't suspect a thing. No, the father leaves around 8 every night. The girl is 6. The boy is 17. My heart stopped. She was talking about us. Suddenly, she looked up the staircase directly at me. I don't know how, maybe she felt me watching. But her eyes locked on mine, and she smiled in the dark. I bolted back to my room, locked the door, and didn't come out until morning. I begged my parents not to hire her again. They got angry, said I was making things up. Do you want us to lose our jobs? My dad snapped. Stop causing trouble. They didn't believe me. So the next time Claire came, I decided I would get proof. I borrowed an old camcorder from school and hid it in the living room. That night, after she put Emma to bed, I pretended to sleep too. From my cracked door, I watched her. She paced the living room, muttering to herself. Then she pulled out a folded sheet of paper. She pinned it to the wall, and my stomach lurched when I saw what it was. It was a floor plan of our house. Our bedroom circled in red marker. She stared at it for a long time. Then she whispered, "Tonight." I grabbed Emma and shook her awake. "Shh. We have to be quiet," I whispered. She didn't understand, but she trusted me. I pulled her into my room and locked the door. My hands trembled as I dialed 911 on my cell. Downstairs, I heard Claire moving. Then footsteps coming up the stairs. Slow. Deliberate. She tried my door handle. Rattled it. Then her voice came sweet and soft. Open the door, kids. Don't make this harder. Emma clung to me, trembling. Suddenly, the front door burst open. Police voices shouted, heavy boots thudding across the floor. Claire screamed, high, sharp, animalistic. The police stormed upstairs and pulled her away, kicking and clawing. They shoved her down the steps, handcuffed. Her face twisted with rage. You ruined everything, she shrieked at me. It was supposed to be perfect. Later, the detectives told us the truth. Her real name wasn't Claire. She had stolen someone else's identity. She had been following families for months, pretending to babysit, gathering information. She was part of a group that kidnapped children for money. We were next on her list. If I hadn't trusted my instincts, if I hadn't stayed awake,